Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you this kind of fall-ish type look using a few new things that I picked up recently. So if you'd like to see how I did it, just keep on watching. So first I went in with the Hard Candy Earthy Vixen palette. I've never used any hard candy eyeshadows before, so I thought it might be a good opportunity just to pick it up and try it. So I'm just running that yellow shade into my crease using a Wet n Wild blending brush. And I'm also running it on my lower lash line as well. And I have to say I was pretty pleasantly surprised by the quality of the shadows in this palette. I didn't have any difficulties with any of the shades, so that's a plus. Although there is one downside to this palette, there wasn't like a really dark matte color. I do end up going in with a color from a different palette just to get a little more darkness in this look that you'll see later on. And then I'm going in with this like oatmeal, like warm oatmeal brown shade. Sorry if you hear bells in the background, that's church going. But I'm using a Profusion blending brush, and I'm just running this into my crease as well, and then making sure it's all nice and blended, and then I also run that on my lower lash line. Wanna feel the sound of my eyes. Wanna catch the dawn, 'cause I can't stop now. And then I went back in with a little bit more of that yellow just to make sure the yellow didn't get too lost in the brown. It makes me feel alive. And then to get a darker matte color, I went in with this dark brown shade from the Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette. I'm just using a smaller e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm just running this into the outer corner of my eye. And then I use a flat e.l.f. shadow brush and run some of that on my lower lash line as well. But before I do that, I do go in with that Profusion brush from before, and I just kind of buff out the edges, and then I will go back in and deepen it up once again. I just wanted to make sure it was first blended pretty well, and then go in and darken it. Wanna feel the sun, wanna feel the sunlight. And then this is where I just went back in with that dark brown shade and just deepened up the outer corner. And then going back in with just that blending brush from before with no additional product on it, I'm just softening out the edges one more time. And then next I'm going in with some concealer and a flat shadow brush from Alamar Cosmetics, and I am just cutting my lid into a half cut crease. And I know I've been falling behind, not only on here with like uploading videos, but then also updating description boxes. I really need to get on that, and I really need to update my Instagram. I keep falling so far behind on that. It's just, I've been so unmotivated recently. I don't know what to do to kickstart my motivation back up, so hopefully I'm going to be getting back in the groove of things. I think it's just the weather that's kind of messing with my like inspiration and motivation, to be honest. But then I just blended out the end of that concealer with my finger into the dark brown shadow. And then going back into the Earthy Vixen palette, I took this darker emerald green shimmer shade. And then I'm using a flat shadow brush. I'm not sure which brush I'm using, but you know, just any flat shadow brush will do. And I'm just putting this onto the center portion of my lid and then blending it in with the dark brown on the outer corner. And then I am taking this more like Granny Smith apple olive toned type green on that same shadow brush on just the other side. And I'm putting this on the inner third of my eye, making sure that that is blended really nice and well into the emerald shade. am taking this gold color on a small detail brush, and I'm just going to be popping that onto the inner corner of my eye. I did use the shimmer shades with a damp brush, so keep that in mind. I don't know how they perform. I always do that with all my shimmers, so I don't know 100% how these perform without being damp. And then to coat my top and lower lashes, I went in with the Butter London Double Decker Lashes mascara, and then just pop that on there.
Wanna feel the sunrise, wanna catch the dawn, 'cause I can't stop now.
And then I went in with the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzer in the shade Light or Natural, or their lightest shade, on a fluffy angled face brush, and I just used that to bronze up my cheeks and the bridge of my nose. Sorry if you hear so much stuff in the background, like the bells just stopped, and then there's cars, and it's just loud. And then I went in with the Essence Shape Up Your Face, or shape. It's a contour type palette, and I'm just using the contour shade and a crown brush, and I'm just using that to carve out my cheekbones and my jawline, and there go the bells again. What in the heck is going on?
Makes me feel, it makes me feel alive.
And then I'm going in with the Note Cosmetics blush. I believe this is called Desert Rose. It's in like a nice warm peachy color. I'm just using an Aesthetica P12 brush to use that to apply my blush to my cheeks and on the tip of my nose.
Feel the sun, wanna feel the sunlight.
And then I went in with the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Prosecco Pop. And I'm using the Luxie tapered highlighting brush to highlight my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose.
I love you.
And the lipstick I'm going to be going in with feathers out of my lips. So I'm going in with a lip liner first. This is from Profusion. I'm not 100% sure of the name of this. I will have it in the description box when I do update it, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wednesday, so hopefully I could get that done. But first I just outlined my lips with this lip liner, and it did help prevent the feathering of the lipstick, because I did use a hard candy velvet mousse lipstick in one of my previous videos, and it feathered out pretty bad. And then I'm using just a different shade in this video. I can't remember the name of this either, but it's a nice pinky nude color. Matches with the lip liner pretty well, so I just popped that on. And this one wasn't as glossy as the darker one I used in my previous video, and it went matte a lot quicker. The other one seemed like it took like 2 hours before it even turned semi-matte, but this one actually turned matte pretty quickly. And that's pretty much the end of this video. I forgot to film an outro, so sorry about that. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next one.